Hi beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. So the first thing we are going to take note of for this tutorial is that you need about 1.5 yards to 2 yards of fabric. So you can use crepe, lightweight crepe, you can use chiffon, you can use various kinds of material for this. You can even use the African print Ankara. The thing you need to do now is fold that 1.5 inch into two, just like I've done in the video, right? Fold it into two. So on the edge where it's not open, that edge where it's concealed, after you have folded it into two, now you want to get about 19.5 inches or 20 inches. At this point, whatever you prefer is what you'll use. So this 19.5 into 2 basically is going to show your length, because if you follow through, you'll see how we'll now get the length of the top, right? So now your 19.5 into 2, that's about 39 when you fold it, because you are folding it now. That means you are folding 19.5. When you open it, it's about 39. So you just do it like this, just like I'm showing. Adjust it until you get your preferred measurement. You can use 18, you can use 17. Really, it just depends on you, right? So now check again to be sure you have your 19.5. Take it from the top to the bottom, 19.5. Next thing you're going to be doing is to actually cut it out, so you can now see what you are working with. If you stayed up to this point, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, give me a thumbs up, and anticipate more of my videos. Next thing would be to, after you have cut it through to the end, the next thing you will do is, as you can see from my fabric here, the end is a little bit rough, right? It's not straight. So what I just want to do is to actually try and make it straight, so that it's not going to affect what I'm doing. So I'm just eyeballing it at this point, right? Just to get that end to be straight, just like I've done. So if yours is straight already, you don't need to do this. This material, I've had it for a while, so it's kind of rumpled and all of that. So this is what it looks like. Now, as you can see, this is still folded. Once you open it, this is how it looks. Now, this is where it gets technical. Even if this is a very simple tutorial, you have to follow through so you understand. Now, when you open it once and you open it again, what you need to do is, as you can see here, take this edge to the other edge. That's where you are going to sew. But because I don't want it to show, I want it to be concealed in, I will sew it like that, then turn it over. Just follow through and understand what I'm doing. So now I just pinned it here so I can, demonstrate how it's going to look like. So normally that would have been sewn, then you turn over, then you take the edge of one to the edge of the other, so you'll be able to fold it and see what it looks like, right? So one edge to the other edge, right? So it's now like two fabric that is being folded. Now you have your both edge will be concealed. The under, which is going to be the base of the top, is also going to be concealed. So this is what it will now look like after you have joined. Now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine to join it and come back and show you guys what it looks like. Now after joining, this is what it looks like, right? The same place you join it together, it looks like this. Now you turn it over. This joining now that we've joined is going to be inside, it's going to be concealed, so nothing is going to be showing outside of this top, just that line of that joining. Now you take one of the edge, just like you can see me doing, right? There are two edges. Take one edge to the other edge to meet it, then you arrange the cloth so that it is properly aligned. Now after you do that, this edge is going to serve as the back of the dress. So this is what it looks like now, just like we've shown before. Next thing is this open edge. We're going to fold one side in, fold the other side in, and sew it. After we do that, we would also want to make a casing for the elastic. Remember, this top has a gather, so we want to make that casing, and that 2 lines. So we'll fold, sew, then we sew another line, leaving 1/2 inch for the boning. That's the elastic casing. Now this top also has a strap. So what I'm doing here is just marking 1.5 inches on a long strap. So you can use 30 inches for length. You have to have 2 of this, right? So just mark 1.5 inches down. After doing that, you cut it and you divide it into 2. So this is like the long strap I used, and I divided it into 2. Then you take it to your sewing machine to also fold it like a strap. Then you have your boat strap. I've also gone ahead to sew the top of this top, make the casing for the elastic, and this is what it looks like. You can also see the strap that I've joined that, and that is what it also looks like. Now after doing this, you can go ahead to press it. I didn't do that here, but it'll be good that you press it before you pass your elastic through the channel that you have done. Now this is the elastic I'm using. It's less than 0.5 inches, about 0.25 inches of elastic. Now I'm going to get the round of my chest. So you take you take your round chest. Now after you do that, I still minus about 5 or 6 inches. So because you have to give space for the elastic, just fix it into the elastic casing and open one edge, fix it, then you seal it back. Afterwards, you need to get the midpoint so you can put the strap, and voila, you'd have made yourself one of the simplest tops that you can wear on anything, and it's really beautiful. This is what it looks at the end. Thank you guys, see you on the next. Bye.